I'm anxious that I do not scare away people who want to serve on the boards of companies. I'm equally eager to provide them with a few risk management tips. If you are a director on the board of a company, the buck stops with you. Please be aware that you have personal accountability for violations of the law. Some of these liabilities are in contract, some are in tort, some under the criminal law, and others are statutory. Here are my 10 commandments of risk management for directors. Number 1. Question whether it is a company that you really want to work with. It is important that you follow a set of minimum standards for accepting an offer to join a board. Do the promoters or entrepreneurs or the investors that control the business have the integrity, competence, and sound finances? What is the public perception about the business group? Who are all the other directors of the board? Are there any negative reports on anyone associated with the company? Are they in any environmentally unfriendly business or socially harmful businesses? Number 2. Question whether you have the equipment and knowledge. Do not ever assume disproportionate risks. Can you meet the expectations of the company and its regulators? Do you understand the business? Is the reward commensurate with the risk you are taking? Do you have the requisite time? Number 3. Can you demonstrate that you are independent as stipulated by law? Are you able to adhere to the prescribed conditions for you to be reckoned as an independent director? Number 4. Inquire whether the company has developed formal control and oversight procedures. The board is called upon to perform a variety of duties, and they assume enormous responsibilities. They have no choice but to rely on the efficacy of a system of controls and processes. So it is important that you determine whether you can rely on them. Number 5. Resist unreasonable pressures and maintain objectivity. Determine if you are being pushed to ratify serious matters already decided by the management. Are unreasonable deadlines being set to pressurize you? Number 6. Keep yourself up to date on the subject matters that you are expected to contribute towards board deliberations. Do you belong to a regulated profession like a lawyer or an accountant? If so, you are expected to have the requisite skills on such subject matters. Do not pretend that you know something. If you do not know, then get help. Always develop a roving approach and meet people in the lower levels of the organization to know what is really going on. Number 7. Obtain copies of the code of conduct and ensure that you can abide by it. All listed companies are required to have a code of conduct. Are you able to abide by it? Do you know if the company has a well laid out process to determine if there are any breaches? Number 8. If you are in doubt, always seek professional help from experts. It is always useful to keep in touch with subject matter experts and update your own knowledge. Please remember, ignorance is not bliss. Number 9. Always demand all board-related papers well in advance to prepare for board meetings. Do you get your board-related papers well in time? Are they sufficient? If the management does not give you adequate time to read and question board-related papers, then you should formally complain about this, especially if your request is repeatedly ignored. Number 10. Keep all company-related information strictly confidential. Matters being discussed in the boardroom are indeed very sensitive and confidential. Be careful that you do not discuss price-sensitive or competitive information with third parties. And finally, please remember that the boardroom is like a bathroom. It can be slippery, and if you fall, you may break your bones.